Come back to the class of Math 1450, Math and the Modern World. And this time we are moving on to the topic in section 7.1, the multiplication principle. And clearly, as the title indicates, we are going to study the so-called multiplication principle. So the first question is, what is the multiplication principle? It is a very simple thing. Let's assume if you needed to carry out a task and it's going to take multiple steps. And the first step, there are n ways to complete the first step, and there are n ways for second step. So overall, together, the total number of different ways to accomplish the task, okay, from step 1 and step 2 would be n by n. It's a multiplication, okay. N, it is a number of different ways to accomplish in the first step. M, it is a number of different ways to accomplish in the second step. So the total number of ways to accomplish the entire task, okay, it is n by n. That is the multiplication principle. And let's take a look at some simple cases. The first case we are considering, it's a deck of standard cards, a standard deck of cards. And we know cards very well, right? And let's assume we only consider cards without jokes. So basically, there are two characteristics to form a deck of cards. The first, it is about suit, club, diamond, heart, and spade, namely. And also, the second characteristic, it is about the rank. The rank goes from 1, 2, 3, all the way to 10, and then jack, queen, and king. And the 1, it is denoted by ace. Ace, it is denoted by the letter A. And the J is for jack, Q is for queen, K is for king. And so for the stack of deck cards, it is formed by using the combination of those two characteristics. The first characteristics, there are 4 choices, and the second characteristic, there are 13 choices. So total number of different ways to form a card, to form a deck of cards. It is 4 by 13. 4 by 13, 52 cards. Very simple, right? Let's move on to the second example. It's still about the multiplication principle. And we look at the composition of a university club. And it has 31 members. And there are 8 seniors, 7 juniors, 5 sophomores, and 11 freshmen. 11 freshmen, okay. So we want to take a look. If that is the case, how many possible 4-person committees can be formed by selecting one member from each class? Okay. Well, there are four classes, right? Seniors, juniors, sophomores, and freshmen. So clearly, if we choose one from senior, there are 8 of them, 1 out of 8, 8 choices, and 7 choices for juniors, 5 choices for sophomores, and 11 choices for first years. So according to the multiplication principle, we are going to multiply all of them together. 8 by 5 by 8 by 7 by 5 by 11. And in the end, you might be surprised. It's a pretty big number, right? There are more than 3,000 different choices. There are more than three different choices, even though we started a somewhat very small numbers, 8, 7, 5, 11. Those are small numbers. But we multiply them together, we figure out we have a really whole lot of choices. One more example for the multiplication principle. And this time, we are going to consider the license plates. Let's assume, I don't know which state exactly is. I think Ohio State is a little different, but in a similar fashion, a license plate for a vehicle, it is formed by using three letters and three digits. Three digits. In Ohio State, I believe it's three letters and four digits. Okay, but anyway, let's just follow the textbook, considering three letters, and also those three letters. You can use the same letter again and again. Okay, same for the digits. So there's no restriction how many times you can use for a single digit or a single letter. So clearly, this time, first of all, look at the situation, how three letters can be formed. Basically, each time you have 26 letters to choose from, and you make three choices, right? So that's 26 by 26 by 26. And then you consider the choices of digits. And still you're going to take three digits. Each digit you have 10 choices. So you multiply again by 10, by 10, by 10. Okay. So this time you see we got a huge number. We got a huge number. In the end, the result, it is, let me try to see if I can read it correctly, 17,576,000. That's all about the multiplication principle. The multiplication principle, it is used to count the total number of different ways when you need to carry out a task using multiple steps. That is the multiplication principle. Thank you for watching.